Men suffer domestic violence too. Just because they don't talk, don't mean that they don't go through a lot. I have kids. I have 2 boys. I have an elder brother. I have siblings. Men suffer domestic violence too. Let's stop all this pity party, please. Every time it's always women that are quick to cry. Go now, you will not go. You will cry in all the situations, yet you never leave the situation. You will say a man want to kill you. Leave the man. You cannot go. So what keeps you there? Have you ever seen where somebody sees death and enter inside? Can you stop this pity party? It is this same pity party that is taking a lot of women to their early grave. I have given you so much teaching, free teaching on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, but you prefer to follow gistlover. You prefer to follow idiots who do not add productive things to your life and prefer to insult us who are willing to use our life to teach you better things. Tomorrow you are now saying, blessing is not fair. Blessing is not fair. Blessing, to the best of my knowledge, if I'm a lawyer, Ivd did not do anything. The only time Ivd would have been held accountable is if he one day chained his wife to the house and said, you're not going to go. He never for one day tied Bimbo. They were just doing emotional blackmail. Probably if Bimbo wants to leave, Ivd will cry. Please don't leave me, I will die. Leave me. You know all those love. You had a choice to leave. The biggest problem you have, if you want to become powerful, stop pushing blame on people. I became powerful when I started accepting blames. Is it not me? If you go to my YouTube now, is it not me that came and told you the lessons I learned from my divorce? Before I could heal from my ex-husband, I had to sit down and tell myself the things that I did wrong. Where I erred. Can you stop all this emotional blackmail? Every time you want to blame a man, women always want to blame men for their stupidity. It's not a man's fault. Even when this man said, leave me alone, will you go? Do you know how many men have said, leave me alone, I don't want to do again, and you are still there? Do you know how many men have run away and you are still chasing them? Some men will even beat you. Do you know how many men treat you bad just for you to go? You are still there. Sometimes a man treats you bad for you to leave him alone. You don't still want to go. So how do you now want society to save you when you cannot save yourself? When my ex-husband was beating me, nobody saved me. I dated my ex-husband for 4 years. He beat me for 4 years. When I was tired of the marriage, I did not call my mother. I did not call my father. When I was tired of the marriage, I did not come to social media. What did I do? I picked up my handbag and I walked away. And when I left my ex-husband, I did not leave him with one pin. I did not pick anything from, you know how you be leaving man house, you be packing load. One thing, the only thing I left was with my jean, my shirt, and my handbag. That was when I knew that I was done. I did not even carry my child because I had a son for him. I did not carry my only son. I walked away. At that point, all I wanted to do was survive. My life was so precious to me that I did not want noise. Women, can you stop this pity party? Because no matter how you want to paint the picture, you are the ones that are dying. Can you stop this pity party? Now, everybody is crying, Ivd, Ivd, Ivd. Do you know what that man is going through? Now, it is a clear situation that these both family have issues. Forget about what Ivd brother is saying. You will see that there was a banter between both families. Everybody's talking out of pain. If you, from the story, you see that Ivd's parents and Bimbo's parents were not in good terms. Now somebody have died. What do you expect? The parents will drag Ivd. It is normal. My mom kept telling my ex-husband, if anything happened to my daughter, I'll hold you responsible. It's normal. Let's stop this blame game and go back to the drawing board and ask ourselves a question. Men suffer domestic violence too. Women, enough of your rubbish. Men suffer domestic violence too. Men suffer domestic violence too. Just because they don't talk, don't mean that they don't go through a lot. I have kids. I have 2 boys. I have an elder brother. I have siblings. Men suffer domestic violence too. Let's stop all this pity party, please. Every time it's always women that are quick to cry. Go now, you will not go. You will cry in all the situation, yet you never leave the situation. You will say a man want to kill you. Leave the man. You cannot go. So what keeps you there? Have you ever seen where somebody sees death and enter inside? So when you want blessing to be supporting you, you want me to come online and be supporting foolishness. I don't know how to back up foolishness because I'll contradict myself. So the lady who sent me this voice note, you are just being unnecessarily emotional. I'm so sorry. I'm a logical person because this is what I do for a living. Do you understand? I do this for a living. So whenever you're talking, you must stand on both parts. Somebody said, let me unfollow you. Please unfollow me. Unfollow me. Your followership don't do anything to me. I will always tell you the truth. I am so proud of myself that today, anytime a woman dies, people will tag me. Blessing said it. For every time there's a domestic violence issue, I get tags on blog. Hi, Blessing, talk this thing. That is what I want. I will be warning you. For those of you who will listen, you'll be saved. Then when it happens, you're becoming all emotional. Some of you on this live video are still in toxic relationship. You don't still want to go. It is only death that will take you away from that man. Have you not heard where people say, till death do us part? So it's except the man kill you or you kill him. Why did God say we should divorce in the Bible? Initially in the Old Testament, in the New Testament, God said we should not divorce. But when God realized that if you tell these people not to divorce and you keep them in the same house, they are likely to kill one another. That was when God now gave the grounds of divorce. Infidelity, when it's life-threatening and blah, blah, blah. How can you be seeing somebody wanting to kill you? You know, sometimes I even wonder how people sleep on the same bed when a man beats them. I don't know how you people do it. Am I supposed to come and drag you from your house? If I open my DM now, I have over 3,000 messages of women suffering through domestic violence. Blessing, I love your message. I love what you said. Blessing, how do I live? How do I divorce my husband? How do I do this one? How do I do that one? They are all here on my message. Unfortunately, I cannot show it to you because they have to be anonymous. I have to protect their identity. You are always looking for who to blame. Nobody is the cause of your problem. Nobody. It is you. You are the cause of your problem. Stop making wrong choices. Even if you make a wrong choice and you see that this thing is not working, leave the situation. Bimbo had every reason to be alive. I'm so shocked that it's recently that people are sending me videos that she had 5 brothers. Her 4 brothers. 4 hefty men. She did not hear. When my parents asked me to leave my ex-husband alone, I said I will die. I will bring my mom live one day. My father woke me up as early as 2 a.m. in the morning and said, Nkiruka, please don't marry Lekki. My father that is a Jagaban, woke me up by 3 a.m. in the morning when I wanted to marry my ex-husband and said, Nkiru, please, why not finish school? What my parents sent me to University of Calabar to go and do was to go and school. I went to marry. My father said, Nkiru, is there anything I'm not providing from you? I said, no. Why do you want to marry? Oh yeah, wait, after school. I said, Daddy, if I don't marry Lekki, I will die. I told my parents that. It was when I threatened my parents with pregnancy, my uncles had to say, allow this girl marry this guy. Let it not be that she brought shame. Because my parents did not want me to carry pregnancy out of wedlock. That was when they say, oh yeah, go and marry this guy. My point is, you cannot save these people if they are there. There is nobody that would have been able to save Bimbo because she was in love. Bimbo will save herself. On the day of my traditional marriage, come and see the way I was dancing like rats, cockroach. Hey, I could not wait to leave my father's house. I danced my way to my doom. When I got into the marriage, my eyes saw my back. My mom came to my house for omugwo. She did not have anything to eat. When my mom was leaving my ex-husband's house, she said, Nkiru, will you come with me? I said, no. Mommy, let me try and make this marriage work. That's what I said. She said, Nkiru, anytime you're tired of the marriage, my door is open for you. And the day I was tired of my marriage, I walked away. When I left my ex-husband, nobody begged me, nobody advised me, nobody came on social media. I knew I was done. Stop waiting for people to come and save you. Stop waiting for people to come and save you. If you feel that you are in a situation, help yourself. Hold on, I think I pinned the wrong stuff. So let's stop all this pity party. Please. And I'm actually making this video to tell every woman out there, you have a brother. While you are dragging this IVD to the mud, you have not heard from him. You have a brother. And even you as a woman, you have a brother. You have male children. And in the real sense of it, you know that it's not always the other way. Let's try and be human. In as much as yes, somebody have died. But let's try and be human. It's not every time we are looking for somebody to push blame to who kill who no kill who kill who no kill who. Let's always learn to also learn from circumstances. Stop using all this your emotional blackmail. Every time you're looking for blessing to support you. I don't support rubbish. I'm a woman who do not support nonsense. If I see a spade, I call it a spade. And the beauty about calling a spade is the ability for you to learn. Unfortunately, many of you women don't want to learn. You just want to remain in the bad situation. You can imagine when people are telling me, blessing, you don't do. Blessing, you don't do. Blessing, mind your business. Blessing, you don't do. Blessing, you don't do. It is because my truth is irritating their illusion. A lot of people that are shouting, blessing, you don't do. You don't do. They are all in toxic relationships. You will not save the living, but when people die, you'll be shouting, respect the dead. You don't want us to talk when they are alive. You don't want us to talk when they are dead. What are we using our voices for? Where is love if we don't share our experiences with our voices? Where is the love? Every time, mind your business, mind your business. If you want us to mind our business, why do you keep bringing the business to the media? When topics like this come up, people will talk about it. And it's Martin, you're a cloud chaser, you're a cloud chaser. Are you not a cloud reader? Everybody's chasing clouds. For the past 1 week now, how many news have you heard? Some of you are excited because you have been bored with your phone. Is it not us that is making your phone worth it? Imagine all of us are not dropping our opinion. How will this Bimbo death even trend? Maybe you would have forgotten about her. Have you people not forgotten Rico Suave? Rico Suave just died, but you people have forgotten. Now it's not Bimbo. You people like trending issues. You people don't learn. That's one bad thing about Nigeria. They are so senseless. Give them 3 days now, they'll be looking for another person that will die and they will talk about. They don't learn from any lesson. They just like trending deaths. Nobody's talking about Rico again. No? If you talk about Rico now, you see 50 comments. Talk about IVD now, you see 1 million comments. Give them 3 days, they'll go and sleep. And that's why a lot of you will keep dying. The dying will not stop. Because I don't know what you enjoy, just listening to gossip. You don't pay attention. Blessing, mind your business. Blessing, cloud chaser. Blessing, cloud. You've been shouting cloud chaser for decades. And I'm still growing. Why not learn? Why not settle down and learn? If you feel that you cannot learn anything on people's live video, don't come. Not everybody is bold enough to talk like us. Some of you are not bold. Some of you are typing behind your keypad. Some of you are gisting with your friends. Some of you can't talk. When you see bold people like us, you should be grateful. Because it takes a lot to come and speak the truth. Why did they kill Jesus? It's not because Jesus came to tell them the truth. Why did they hate Jesus in the Bible? Because Jesus was always saying the truth. So long as you stand for the truth, people are not going to like you. And I'm not here for you to like me. Your likeness does not put food on my table. Your hate makes me more money than your like. When people start liking me, I don't make money. Have you not noticed that since I have not trended? I've just been quiet. Everywhere has just been dry. And I've been broke. If you like me, I don't even want your likeness. Hate me. It's your hate that gives me dollars. Not your like. What am I doing with your likeness? You don't even like yourself enough. Is it me you want to come? Go and like your family members. Go and like your mother and your father. Take it there. Like I don't need your likeness. When people are saying, I don't like bless, what am I doing with your likeness? Can I take your likeness to the bank? Can I take your likeness to the supermarket and buy grocery? Or can I take it and buy biscuits? You don't like me, you don't like me. Anytime you see that blessing, see you is life, you don't rush come. So please, women, you see all this your emotional blackmail. I just want us to stop it. If you are following me, rush to my YouTube channel. I made very powerful video where I talked about being an intentional woman. When you are an intentional woman, there are some things that you will not fight for. You see, this IVD and Bimbo issue is something that transpires in a lot of homes. Their case is not different. Even you that is running your dirty mouth on this blog, it's happening in your own house. Unfortunately, somebody died. I know of a woman that came to my office and told me that she has been going through domestic violence for 15 years. And meanwhile, what transpired between IVD and Bimbo is not domestic violence. They were fighting. There's a difference between a man is beating a woman and they are fighting. Bimbo and IVD were constantly fighting. IVD cannot beat Bimbo. Are you seeing Bimbo's family? IVD cannot beat Bimbo. They always used to fight. Stop switching it. There was a fight. So it's not as if a Bimbo be lying and I have seen domestic violence where a man beats a woman. But you see Bimbo and IVD, it was not beating. They were always fighting. There were couples that fought. If IVD slapped Bimbo, Bimbo will slap back, or Bimbo will use bottle, or Bimbo will carry knife. Let's stop all this lie that people are lying. It was a fight. They were both equals. There were two people that were machos in the marriage. There was no maltreating, there was no beating. There were just two lovebirds who liked each other, but they cannot cohabit. And that was exactly what transpired between me and my ex-husband. Me and my ex-husband liked each other so much, but we cannot stay. We are always fighting. Our relationship was so toxic. Very toxic. If he tells me that he's not doing again, I'll be crying. If I tell him I'm not doing again, he will be crying. But we were not compatible. We were two loggerheads. So you people should stop painting nonsense pictures just because you want to bring unnecessary sympathy. No. They were couples, they were in a toxic marriage where two couples were fighting. Yes. They were just fighting in the marriages. Nobody was violenting anybody. People should not, because the woman is late, come and be lying on top of her head. Nobody beat anybody. Now, that's boos, the two of them. Unfortunately, this incident happened during the fight. And it's always a normal thing. The reason my mama said, make I know the fight now, because fight is death. Even on a normal day, if you fight with person if you take knife, stab you. That's the reason why when they bring knife, you run. So they were both fighting. So women, please, let's stop this emotional blackmail of always wanting to blame men. Every time it's a man that is doing you. My boyfriend is wicked. My boyfriend is this. My boyfriend. I want to ask you a question as a woman. I want to bring somebody to my life. Let me invite someone to this life. If you have something to say, you want to join my life, send a request. Women, wait, I want to ask you something. How come you can explain a narcissistic man, yet you cannot leave him? How come you know that your boyfriend is a narcissist, your husband is a narcissist, yet you don't want to go? Why? How? Why? How come you say, somebody said invite me, okay, send the message so that. How come you always being maltreated, yet you don't leave the situation? I made myself vulnerable. I told you the deepest part of my story. I bore myself naked on the internet because I felt that if a young girl sees me, she can hold on to my story and be strong. You still choose to be stupid. And you are asking me to support you. You want me to come and lie? I don't do, one thing about me is, if anybody, I'm a very factual person. I hate baradash. What do you mean by society does not sensitize men? Society don't talk to men. No matter how society drag you, you will still go there. Did you hear how many times Bimbo brothers said that they dragged Bimbo out of that marriage and she refused to go? Do you know how many times her family fought IVD and she refused to go? So what is your point? Who want to drag you? Even on the mere internet, a lot of idiots are shouting, mind your business. For somebody to save you, they cannot force you. It's a willing act. So do you think if you are going through domestic violence, I will come and drag you from your husband's house? So that tomorrow you will come and say it is because Blessing Okoro is single, that's why she dragged you. I don't understand where you people are coming from. You like the situation. You are there in the situation, yet you don't want to face the consequences. So there is nothing like somebody should talk to men. It's not fair. You people like pity. Society does not. I used to be that woman that used to. And society does not like women. Society does not favor women. Why do you keep choosing men? There are men who is going to appreciate you and wash your feet, but you don't like those ones. You like the ones that beat you. Have you ever seen me coming to cry about relationship? Blessing, it's not fair. Why will you be insulting the dead? You're not even considering Bimbo. Why do you keep choosing them? You are angry that I said something. What about you that is in the situation? Don't you deserve to slap? See how bitter many of you are just because I made a statement. Imagine you that is in that situation. We are supposed to be flogging you 2 by 2 on your head. That's the thing. You people like women, you like pity party. And that's the reason why it's always you that is the victim. Most of you used to die. Why do you keep choosing these bad men? Why?